Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ponchothon number 34. Wow, y'all. I don't know where the time went. I really can't tell you where the time went. 34, where'd that come from? I didn't make that up, y'all. We've done 34 shows since COVID began in August, early part of August. April. I'm sorry. April. That's how fast time's moving. I have no sense of time. So yes, things look a little different today, y'all. We're doing things a little bit different here today. Today we are trying something a little bit different, working with a different program. You know, our tech, Mr. Leonard Evans, has been working so hard that he needed a little hiatus. So I think he's somewhere in the island somewhere with an umbrella hanging out of his drink, if you know what I'm saying. So what we got, I have another tech that's hiding in the background helping me out today, Miss Louise Cutler. She's covering me today and going to help us with this new platform that we're working on. So I want to get in here and start working with letting you guys know what the rules and, just give you a fix on the land. We got a couple of things that we're going to be doing over the next couple of months that, are going to be really land breaking. We're doing some things that people have not done before. We got some shows coming up next week where folks are doing marketplaces that are going to last a whole weekend or 3 days. And I am thankfully going to be part of those events to kind of give you guys an idea of what's happening. And so you can see some of the new mediums that are going on. So I hope that in the future, you guys will tune in. If you guys are interested in trying to see how all this stuff works, please contact me by DM. I'll be more than glad to help you get started because we have what's known as the Live Tribe. The Live Tribe consists of about 50 different companies. And of those 50 companies, I would say at least 26 of them have done their own shows. So that's what we're shooting for. We are moving and grooving, and we're trying to do some things now that's going to make things a little bit different for us in the future. COVID locked us down. Most of us had an opportunity to do some shows, but, things changed. When the COVID thing came, all of us lost our shows. All of our events got canceled. Things really changed around. So what we're hoping is going to happen is you guys will be able to use this format. We can come right into your home. We have been broadcasting for Ponchothon week all week, y'all. This is day 4. We're going to go Friday and we're going to go Saturday. We've been trying to come up with a different menu every day. So we're going to go over the house rules real quickly, y'all. The first thing is you will be placing the item number and the word sold in the comment string. It's that simple. We're going to show you a number that goes with the piece. You don't have to worry about the pieces. We're going to give you a number to put the number and the word sold in the comment stream. It's very, very important for us to make that 2-part commitment because a lot of times I got a lot of fans, y'all. We got work in 500,000 homes. So what happens is when you do this, sometimes people, they like pieces, so they'll put that number and then, yeah, I have it or I have it at home, but that doesn't mean you're trying to purchase it. So that's our 2-part commitment. When you put the number and sold, we know you are serious about that piece. And so that's one of our basic house rules. Also, the second, but the most important piece is that you got to email us, inbox us, your email address and shipping address. So very important. A lot of times we get 20, 30, 40 orders in a show, and it's very hard for us to keep up with you all, but we do our best. But when you do your due diligence and you make sure we got the email address and shipping address, that means we can follow you and get you a PayPal invoice right after the show. Now, that's especially for our new customers, because our older customers, you're already in our system. Now, let me explain to you something that we do around here. Ponchothon, we have what's known as a honor system. So once you put that number and you put that the word sold, it's coming to you. It's going to be put in the mail. So just know that. Now, have we had some people violate that honor system? Yes, we have. I might do a special show highlighting the folks that didn't do right, but we're going to see how that's going to go, y'all. So that's part 2 of the house rules. Part 3 of the house rules is that we have a flat rate shipping fee per package. It's that simple. But I can tell you the show and the menu that we have selected for you today, that most of your items will fit into one too. So that's pretty much it, y'all. That's how we're going to do things around here. I'm going to get ready to get this party started. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to DM us so we can see what's going on. I'm going to get ready to start switching things over. And so, we do a digital representation on our show too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready to get you guys ready for what I think is going to be something that's going to be kind of smooth. We got some images ready for you today. This is going to be our first image up for today. But remember our house rules. That's what we're trying to do. If you guys have any questions, I also want you to really, if you decide you want to put some things in the comment stream, feel free. We got some new tricks we can do here now. So, hey, we got some people now. Look at that. We got folks now that can come in. They can let us know what you're thinking. That's right, y'all. We got some folks in the house already keeping track of things. That's right. You know, we even got people here cheering on Leonard, even though Leonard is on his little vacation. Got my look, y'all. Look, I got my sister in the house. She's in here helping me out too. So we're going to get ready to get started, y'all, with item number one. Item number one, y'all. This piece right here is one of the pieces that's one of our, you know, it's kind of a staple with us. This piece, this first section is going to be mostly open edition pieces. Most of the open edition pieces here are pieces that they're offset lithograph pieces. They normally retail for around $40, but today on Ponchothon number 34, y'all, can y'all believe that? We're going to give you some special prices. So here you go. Item number one is entitled Embrace. This piece normally sells for $40, y'all, $40. But today, our first piece of the day, you can get this piece Embrace for just $20, y'all. All of the open edition pieces will come signed by yours truly. This piece is entitled Embrace. If you would like to add Embrace to your collection, just put item number one and sold, and that piece will be added to your collection. We are moving and grooving now, y'all. This is item number two. Item number two. This piece is entitled Behold. Behold is another popular open edition. You know that scene from Roots. You know, behold, the only thing greater than yourself. That, man, that scene had me crying. I didn't cry. I had the lump in the throat that dudes get when they don't want to cry. So that just motivated me to do this piece right here, Embrace. I mean, I'm talking about Behold. Both of these pieces, Embrace and Behold, are related. They were painted around the same time. So if you would like to have this old classic, Behold, it normally sells for $40, but today you can get this piece for just $20. Item number three. Item number three, you know, we always talk about these things, but, you know, I want you guys to understand, if you don't have pieces on the wall that are a depiction of what is in your house, and I'm mainly speaking of our black men, young black men. If you don't have any young black men in your house, I got a problem with you. Because how can we talk about Black Lives Matter and what's important if we don't have pieces on the wall that are a depiction of the things that are important? And, you know, I can tell you right now that African-American art sometimes doesn't do justice to the African-American male. You would think it would be just the reverse, but we try to do pieces that bring attention to that too. So this piece right here is entitled The Vibe. It basically talks about all of the deep things these young brothers has to deal with. These guys are endangered species. They have to deal with all kinds of things that we think we understand, but we don't know what it's like to always have to look over your shoulder, always have to wonder where the police are coming from. Item number three is a piece we call The Vibe. Normally sells for $40. These pieces measure in the range of 22 by 28 inches, very nice size pieces. These pieces all will come signed by yours truly. If you would like this piece number three, it's called The Vibe. Just put number three and sold in the comment stream, and that piece will be coming your way. Item number four is another favorite. This piece right here is entitled Diversities. You know, we always talk about all the complexities and the differences within our community. We talk about this thing, diversity now, where everybody's supposed to be equal and equitable. But this piece right here is specifically targeted to us, unifying the light, the dark, and all that we are. This piece is entitled Diversities. It's a popular open edition piece. It normally sells for $40 today on Ponchothon number 34. During Ponchothon week, y'all, you can get this piece for just $20. If you want this piece, put item number 24 in sold, and this piece will be coming your way. Item number five, y'all, is a piece. We're going to get to this another section of the show. That's, you know, we try to pull some things up that you haven't seen in a while, or I haven't presented in quite a few shows. So this next section is going to be mostly open edition pieces, but what they're going to be is commemorative posters that I've done for different events. So this piece right here is the Kunta Kinte Heritage Festival poster. I was commissioned to do that poster for the event. And yes, it did feature the piece, Behold. This piece, this show was in 2007, but commemoratives are very cool. Not only do they encapsulate history, but they also kind of, you can frame into them if you decide you want to frame into the image. So you got two ways you can go. They all come signed either way. This is item number 5. If you want this piece, the Kunta Kinte Festival commemorative, just put item number 5 in sold. And for Ponchothon 34, you can get this piece for just $20, y'all. Just $20. That's right, y'all. We mixing it up. I hope y'all like what's happening. We got a new look today. We're trying out some new things. Hopefully you guys will be able to keep up. I can tell you that the streaming world and you being able to have us in your home is challenging all of us to do a little better and to present a little better and a little easier. So it's a little easier for you to enjoy these shows. So yes, we are doing our homework, and thanks to my sister, Louise Cutler, who's in the cut. She's holding down the fort for me today. We are able to bring you this show. So item number 6, y'all. Woo! We are moving and grooving now. This piece right here, now try to say this 3 times. This is the Summer Music Moves Jazz and Dance Festival commemorative poster from last year. It had right here in Baltimore City. We do have a few of these posters. We don't have many of them left, so we had to go by timestamp on these. If you decide you want to get one, we might have about 4 or 5 of them in the house. But if you decide you want this commemorative poster, it will come signed by yours truly. This is item number 6. If you want this piece, Summer Music Moves Arts and Dance Festival, the poster, just put item number 6 and sold, and that piece will be added to your collection. We are moving, y'all. So how y'all doing out there? You know, tell me what's happening. How you guys feeling? How you guys like our new look? Let me know what you're thinking. Oh, well, look what we got here. Yeah, thank you, Miss Marcy. You know, I recognize that name. I think we got somebody in there that's hiding his name there. I like that. I'm not gonna out you because I know who you are out there. But thank you so much for that comment, y'all. Yeah, then we're gonna go keep this party started. This is item number 7, y'all. Item number 7 is a piece I did for look at that. This was actually done for the Freedom Fest for the Underground Museum in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is one of the commemorative posters I did for that. I was commissioned for that back in 2007. It's a very, very popular piece called Celebrate Freedom. This piece is, hey, it speaks for itself, y'all. In a time like this, we need this kind of unification. If you would like this piece, this commemorative piece, just put item number 7 and sold, and this piece will be yours for $20, normally $40, y'all. The Freedom Fest commemorative poster. Yeah, y'all. So we got some things going on next week. You know, if you look on, just go and check out our friend Lavallee. Lavallee is one of the many of our tribal group, our live tribe. He is going to be doing an art, a festival, a marketplace, actually next weekend. So if you go to his page and see that, I think it's going to be wonderful, y'all. We got some people now, and I'm going to be trying to release a list of the other artists that are doing shows similar to this in the next couple of days. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll present that to you on Friday or Saturday. We got 2 more days left. So here we go, y'all. We're going to keep it moving. Item number 8. This happens to be my favorite poster. This was done for the 2nd Street Festival. This is the 09 commemorative poster. This piece normally sells for $40, but today you can get my favorite of my jazz piece. And guess what, y'all? Good news, good news. I got some good news today. This piece, I just sold the original of this piece to a collector in Philadelphia last week. Yes, it was a very huge piece. It was a canvas. It was 30 by 40. It was a collage. This piece is actually a collage. It's just layers of canvas and acrylic together. The piece sold for $10,000. Congratulations, Larry Brown. That's right, y'all. So the work is getting out there. It's selling. Thank you guys for participating. Here it is. You get a chance to own that image yourself with the 2nd Street Festival poster commemorative item number 8. If you want this piece, just put item number 8 and sold. And this piece, Street Songs is the title of the piece, will be added to your collection. Item number 9, y'all, is, when you see these Second Street posters, I was actually commissioned to do those posters for 5 straight years. So I think I have about 4 of them represented in the show today. This piece is called On the Main Stage, but it also was done for the Second Street Festival for 2008. This is a wonderful commemorative piece. If you see, you might see the relationship of that to the piece I showed just before. This is item number 9. This piece is normally $40. You can get the Second Street Festival 2008 commemorative poster for just $20, y'all. If you want that, just put item number 9 and sold, and we will add this to your collection. Item number 10, y'all. Now, we do, I'm commissioned to do a lot of posters for a lot of cultural festivals. This was actually done for the African American Cultural Festival of Raleigh and Wake County. That's a long title, isn't it? It happened in North Carolina back in 2013. This is a wonderful commemorative piece. If you like this piece and want to add this to your collection, remember now, commemorative can be handled more than one way. A commemorative can be framed to encapsulate the history of what happened, and it also can be framed into the image. I will sign this in a way that you can do both if you decide that's what you want to do. This is item number 10. If you want to get this piece, and it's called The Culture Keepers, the title of the piece, then put item number 10 and sold, and that piece will be added to your what? What's the magic word, y'all? The magic word is collectors. We are trying our best to groom a new level of collectors on this show. And other artists that are doing shows like this are trying to do the same thing. The fact that I get a chance to connect with you this way gives me a chance to do some education that I would normally not be able to do. If you came to my booth at a festival, you would come up, you would speak, I would shake your hand, maybe hug your child. And then you would look at me and you would ask me one question, a price or something like that. But as soon as another customer walked up, you would be bumped to, and I would be answering the questions to that next person. You would never get a chance to hear where the piece was, how the piece was created, who it was done for, and some of the details you're able to get on this show. And that's why this format is so powerful. I encourage you to embrace this, because guess what, y'all? Some things are going to become a new normal, y'all. Item number 11 is a piece called Jazz on Oaklands Avenue. This is a tribute to the West Oak Lane Jazz Festival. I actually did 3 commemorative posters for them. This was the very first one, part of a jazz series. So, if you're looking for a nice jazz suite, this is a great way to do it with these commemoratives. They all have a nice touch of jazz. If you got a little blank space on your wall that needs some music and some love, this is a good place to do it. If you like this piece, just put item number 11 and sold. And this piece, the Jazz on Oaklands Avenue commemorative, will be added to your collection, y'all. That's right. We got it going on with these posters. Hey, to have some flexibility is wonderful. Y'all, now I know y'all talking about me, right? So y'all can talk about me. Yeah, I know normally I'm all snazzy and pajazzy. I'm matching stuff. And the day you see me, I'm in a whole different situation looking like a lumberjack. Yes, I look like a lumberjack today because I decided I wanted to try to wear my dad's shirt. How's that? This is my late father, Larry Brown's shirt. He loved this shirt. But when I was 235 pounds and through 245 pounds, I could not fit this shirt, y'all. So I'm proud to let you know that I can now fit my dad's shirt. And I had to add a little style on the side. I know it don't match, but you know what? That's how I'm feeling today, y'all. So I hope y'all following me and sticking in what's happening. We are trying to keep this thing moving. Item number 12, y'all. I told you I did 3 pieces for the West Oak Lane Jazz and Arts Festival. This was actually the second creation I did for them back in 2008. This piece is the West Oak Lane Jazz and Arts Festival commemorative poster from 2008. If you want to add this to your, because most of the measurements on these pieces are around 22 by 28 inches. So this is still a really nice size piece, not too big, but you can do some things when you frame it. And if you decide to frame into the image, there's some really nice intimate pieces. Item number 12 is the West Oak Lane Jazz and Arts Festival. If you like that piece, just put item number 12 and sold. And this piece will be added to your collection. Item number 13, y'all, is another piece from the Second Street Festival series. This piece was done in 2010. This was the Second Street Festival poster, official poster for that particular year. This is item number 14, and it is normally $40. Today on Ponchothon number 34, you can get item number 14 for just $20. And yes, you will get a signature on this piece. And so, yeah, I have fun doing that. I get a chance to do some cultural things. And think about this. We've been bumped out of seeing music festivals, art festivals, cultural festivals. We really got deprived culturally this year. So hopefully I'm able to bring you a little bit of culture into your house at the comfort of your own home just around the holidays. Now, you know what? We try to do a thing around here where we are trying to re-stimulate folks into giving. So this is the holiday season. When you come to this show, there's something that always happens. When you buy something here, you get an item free for every item you buy on Ponchothon. And it doesn't matter whether you back up and decide you want to start looking at Ponchothon number 1 all the way up to Ponchothon number 34. You can, as long as those images are still available, we will honor those prices. But make sure when you send me those, that you send me the show number, which is very, very important. And that way I'll be able to track whatever images you decide you are looking for. That's another thing that's going to happen here too, y'all. Holiday time, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things we haven't done around here. If you decide to order anything from this show and you decide you want to have it drop shipped, that's the term we use when you want to order from me and have me ship it directly to the customer. We do a lot of that with our dealers and our galleries. A lot of times our galleries online will order something from me directly and they will ship it to the customer just to save one step and expenses. And that's the way we do it. So your $10 that you send me for your shipping will go directly to the customer you want. So if you want to drop ship, we are encouraging drop shipping for Ponchothon week. Just send me, when you give me your email address and your shipping address, make sure you tell me drop ship to and the address you want to go to. And we will gladly send that piece off for you so that it will cut some time and get there a little sooner for the holidays. Item number 15, y'all. This was done for the Macy's Music Festival in Cincinnati, Ohio at Brown Stadium. Yes, it was a popular show. I remember this show like it was yesterday because this piece went crazy. We sold the posters. It was the official a T-shirt. It was a hat. It was a canvas bag. They had it all worked out for this show. And it was nice to work with the Macy's company. They have done a lot to support African-American artists, especially in the Ohio region. I was honored to be a part of that. If you want this piece, it's called, this piece is called Music Fest. If you want this piece, you want to add this to collection, just put item number 15 in sold. And this piece, again, we are in the $20 section, y'all. These pieces are normally $40. This is a big one here. This is probably about 24 by 32-ish in size. So if you decide you want to get that piece, just put item number 15 and sold. And this piece, the Macy's Music Festival commemorative poster, will be coming your way for just $20, y'all. That's right. We are working it out. Item number 16. We are moving into another section of the show. All the commemoratives are up for right now. We are getting ready to get to some open edition pieces. This is an offset lithograph print. Calling all deltas, calling all deltas. You know, from time to time I do that call. I do that call because I have a lot of Delta followers. Now, I know y'all mad at me. I know you Zetas is mad at me. I know you AKAs is mad at me. I know all of you fraternities mad at me. Y'all mad at me because y'all ain't never really invested in Larry Poncho Brown, but the sororities have. And to be quite honest, the Deltas have commissioned more works legitimately by me. See, I'm not that artist that just goes and does crimson and cream pieces. I don't just go out and copy somebody's pieces and create pieces for sororities and fraternities and not do it the proper channel. That's in a nutshell. A lot of the pieces you see out here where artists doing pieces like that, they've not gotten permission to do them. They have not even paid licensing to do it. I always try the same in the round. So I boast about DST because they have actively supported me. I've done probably 4 or 5 commission pieces by them. And this is one of them that was released at one of their national conventions. This piece is called The Delta Factor. The Delta Factor. So if you would like to order Delta Factor, it is an open edition. It will come signed. This piece is also 22 by 28 inches. If you would like the Delta Factor, just put item number 16 and so get 2 of them. One for you, one for your Sora, and one for your soon-to-be Sora. Item number 16 and sold. And this piece, the Delta Factor, will be coming your way and added to your collection. Item number 17 is an old favorite, y'all, but we got her by herself today. This one is Millennium Mask number 5. She is beautiful. Those Bantu knots, all those symbols. Yes, those are African symbols. I know when you look at her at a glance, you think she's a futuristic mask, but hey, guess what? I did this around year 2000, just before Y2K, when y'all thought the world was going to end. Y'all was hoarding up toilet paper and water, just like y'all doing right now, and y'all thought the world was going to end. You thought your computers was going to crash. This piece is entitled Millennium Mask number 5. It's one of our most popular open edition pieces. This piece is huge. It's 24 by 34 inches. It's got some really nice size to it. If you want something that's going to be striking and let people know what you're all about, put item number 17 in sold, and Millennium Mask number 5 will be yours. Normally $40 today on Ponchothon 34. You can get this piece for just $20. Are we still in the $20 section, y'all? Yet, you know, I can't blame Leonard this time. Leonard's not in the house. I can't blame Leonard for changing the prices, because, you know, I blame Leonard for everything that happens around here. He's my baby cousin, so a lot of times I just blame it on him just because he's in the room. I can do that today with my new tech, Louise Cutler. I'm going to blame Louise Cutler for the prices that we have today. So if you want to get item number 17, just put number 17 and sold, and that piece will be coming to you for just $20, y'all. Item number 18 is a piece we call Our Story. If you look at the background, you see all of those African ancestors looming in the background, and as they come forward, you see a family reading to their child. It could be, I mean, it's a history book. It could be a multitude of things, but it's called Our Story. Woo! I just want you to incubate on it for me. That's item number 18, y'all. This piece is normally $40 today on Ponchothon number 34. You can have this piece for just $20. We are still in the $20 section, y'all. And these pieces, everything I've shown you so far, will come signed by yours truly. If you want this piece, just put number 18 and sold, and it will be coming to you. Item number 19 is another piece similar to that piece, but I'm doing this. You see this educational piece I'm slipping in on y'all. Sometimes I come up with these little silent themes in the work. Look at this woman. She's reading this book. But look at the shape in her dresses. The dress looks like birds. The birds look like the books. This is how reading can transport you to another whole place. This piece is entitled Enlightenment. One of my favorites, little open edition pieces. If you like this piece, just put item number 19 and sold, and that particular piece will be added to your collection for just $20, y'all. $20. We are in the $20 section, y'all. We are trying to make it so you guys can share. So look, tomorrow I'm going to put on the screen a place where you can buy some tubes, shipping tubes, some envelopes, so that if you decide you want to ship some of the things you got, because you know, I want y'all to really shout me out now. All of you out there that have gotten packages from me from Ponchothon number 1 on up to 34, please give me a shout and tell the people what it's like to open up a Poncho tube. A Ponchothon tube comes with a free item for everything you order, and I need some support. So I'm expecting y'all to get up here and put it online, y'all. Let folks see. I'm going to put it on the screen. Tell me what it's like to receive one of our packages, because we are encouraging people to share. Sometimes people get their pieces. Well, I ordered those, but these two I don't like. You know what? Those are the pieces you're supposed to give to friends, family, and people that you love. It's that simple. You know, sometimes we have to stop hoarding everything for ourselves. I'm not going to get in here and start preaching today. I think my dad's shirt is doing it to me. It's making me come straight and talk to y'all about some things we need to talk about. See, when I use my dad's voice, I start coughing, so I need to stop that. But anyway, that's what it's all about, y'all. Getting back to the show. Item number 20. Item number 20 is a piece I call Sankofa. What do y'all know about Sankofa, y'all? Sankofa is the notion of looking back on your past to determine your future. If you look at the patterns on their shirts, dresses, and all the other things, those pieces are all Sankofa symbols, different versions of Sankofa symbols, which are Dinka symbols from Ghana. That's right, y'all. So that's what's up. This piece will look nice on your wall. Look at the colors in it, y'all. We're in the fall season. We got Thanksgiving coming. We got all this lovely warm stuff getting ready to happen in our homes. This piece will be a great accent. Item number 20 is a piece we call Sankofa. If you want Sankofa, just put item number 20 in sold, and that piece will be coming your way and added to your collection. Item number 21. You know, if you got children in the room and you want them to leave, you can have them leave. I got it. Because every now and then we got to show some black love. You know, I celebrate black love on this show by any means necessary, because around this time, this is what we truly need, y'all. We need some black love. This piece is entitled Stolen Moments. It is a very, very popular piece. We have sold so many. See, the significance of this piece is, when I first put this piece on the market, people were not really buying nude pieces. I can tell you back in the early 80s, 90s, it was very, very difficult to sell a nude. Now you can sell them like hotcakes, but that's the significance of this piece. It was me taking a chance on black love and seeing if people were going to be prudish or whether people were going to celebrate this piece. And to our amazement, this piece sold amazingly well. Item number 21 is a limited edition, because now we're moving into the limited edition section, but we're going to still give you this at the open edition prices. This piece normally sells for about $75 today. Item number 21, you can get Stolen Moments for just $20, y'all. You will get a certificate of authenticity with this piece. We are always celebrating black love, y'all. So if you want that piece, makes a great bathroom piece, a good bedroom piece. Just put item number 21 and sold, and Stolen Moments will be coming your way. Item number 22, y'all. We are getting ready to go. We are grooving through this whole set. You know, having this format for me is wonderful, because I get a chance to breathe. I get a chance to show you some stuff that I don't get a chance to show you normally. I get to give you some definitions that I don't normally give a chance to give you. But you know what we also got a chance to do on this show is we get a chance to do some things that, you know, haven't been able to do on other shows. So this is an example of what we are going to be able to do, and this is what you can look for soon. Ha ha ha. We will start showing some small little inserts, commercials of people like framers, other artists that are doing shows. In the future, we're going to be doing some things like that. So this show, we are testing the waters. Let me know if you like what you see, because we're about to get back into it. Item number 22, y'all, was done for the Sickle Cell Association. This piece was used as a fundraiser for that organization in Connecticut. This piece is entitled Love, Links, and Lineage. It measures around 22 by 28 inches. It normally sells for $75, y'all. Today, you can get Love, Links, and Lineage for just $50, y'all. That's right. All of the limited editions here today are selling for $50. They come with a certificate of authenticity. This is an 850 edition. If you look closely at the blanket, that is actually the Sickle Cell Association logo. They wanted me to hide it in the piece, and voila. That original was also purchased by the organization, and it was huge. It was probably 38 by 48 inches, unframed. This piece is entitled Love, Links, Lineage. If you want this piece, just put item number 22 and sold, and this piece will be added to your collection. Item number 23 is along the same lines. I did this piece for a black, I'm an African-American cancer survivorship organization called Sisters Journey. And that was also up in Connecticut. As you can see, I do a lot of work in Connecticut and have over the last couple of years. But this piece was done for that organization quite a few years ago. As a matter of fact, the person that commissioned me to do this, the original is owned by her family. She passed to succumb to her fourth battle of cancer. And so this piece is actually created to help them stay inspired and to keep the message of breast cancer alive. You know, we just passed breast cancer month, but these pieces are very, very important. My mom succumbed to breast cancer. So item number 23 is a piece that's near and dear to me. It normally sells for $75. It measures somewhere in the range of 22 by 30 inches. If you'd like this limited edition of 850, you can get that piece today for just $50. Item number 23. If you want this piece, put item number 23 and sold, and this piece will be coming your way. But wait, A couple of years later, 10 years later to be exact, they recommissioned me to do another piece for them to celebrate their 10th anniversary. And this piece is entitled Ribbons of Life. Same thing. It was about survivorship. But this piece, they wanted me to do a piece that really talked about survivorship. So I was like, wow, how do I talk about survivorship? Oh, I got it. So if you look at the edge, you see 5 figures. But if you look at the 2 edges, you see 2 ghosted figures. It's actually about 7 figures in this piece. Those 2 figures represent the people that did not win the fight, the people who passed on. They represent people like my mom. This piece is called Ribbons of Life, item number 24. It's a limited edition of $8.50. It normally sells for $75. If you want to add this piece to your collection or somebody near and dear to you who is a survivor, today on Ponchothon number 34, you can get this piece for just $50. If you want this piece, just put item number 24 and sold, and that piece will be coming your way. You know what's so cool about this is, y'all would have never known about that if I was at a show. If I had a 10 by 10 booth space, you came in, it would be, first of all, I will only be able to fit maybe 30 pieces in there, 25 pieces in there. I'm normally going to be pricing things to sell. So you might get robbed of seeing some things that might touch you. Whereas in this format, if you think about it, this is Ponchothon number 34. We've done 4. This is our 4th show this week. We've had a 50-piece menu each show. That means I have brought you 200 non-repeated items so far. Think about that. Woohoo! So the challenge is getting thick, y'all. Tomorrow I might be showing y'all all kinds of stuff, baby pictures and whatnot. Item number 25, y'all, is a piece we call Following the Path. Following the Path is a popular piece because this was actually done for a church group in Kansas City, Missouri, who was taking a group of people to Ghana. And I was actually invited, my son was actually invited to join them on this mission trip. So that's why you see them all pointing in unison. They're all carrying the Dinka symbols that represent different aspects of the spirit. This is a very, very wonderful piece. It's kind of long. It measures probably about 34 inches in width, but it looks really nice over sofa. If you want a nice conversation piece, this is it. It's called Following the Path. This is item number 25. If you want this piece, just put item number 25 and sold. It's an 850 edition. You will get a certificate of authenticity with all of the pieces in this section. Today on Ponchothon 34, you can get this piece for just, whoo-hoo. Louise, are you messing with my prices? No, okay, I'm not going to blame Louise. You can get this piece for just $50, y'all. If you want this piece, put item number 25 and sold. And this wonderful work entitled Following the Path will be coming your way. But you see, I did that whole group theme, so I had to try to stick with the group thing. So item number 26 is another group thing, but if you want something that's a little more spiritual, this is it. This piece is entitled Windows of Faith. This is one of I have 3 prints that are my largest prints that might measure anywhere around between 38 inches in width. This is a large piece, large print. 850 edition is titled Windows of Faith. If you would like something a little more spiritual, this is part of my stained glass series. This is owned by a collector right here in the area, in the Maryland area. Item number 26, y'all. If you want that piece, just put Windows of Faith. It normally sells for $100. Today on Ponchothon 34, you can get this piece for just $50, y'all. That's right. Item number 26. If you want that, put item number 26 and sold, and that piece will be coming your way. Yeah, y'all. So, you know, next week is going to be an exciting week because I know all of y'all are going to have to rethink Thanksgiving. You're going to have to rethink things like Black Friday. I got a Black Friday for you. I want you to go to Lavalaire's page and see what he's got planned next week. He's doing a show that's going to feature about 20 artisans on his show. That's going to be exciting. You know, we have a pioneer. My tech is a pioneer. She was one of the first people to actually do a art festival over Labor Day weekend. Actually, she broadcasted 8 hours a day. Now, if y'all haven't seen it, please go to the Beauty of Blackness Fine Art Show on YouTube. Just bring it up. You can sit and watch 10, 11 artists give presentations. Man, there was one time when I was doing a lecture and Charlie Palmer, another great artist, and Paul Goodnight, another great artist, came and we were all talking on the same screen. And guess what? Louise Cutler was a pioneer in making that happen. So my tech got it going on. That's why you see the show looking so good today. Item number 27, y'all, is another piece we're going to talk about. It's called Kindred Spirits, y'all. Kindred Spirits. This piece right here is our homage to family. It doesn't get any simpler than that. So, you know, I like to do things that are reflective of full families. I like to do things that really try to encompass us to love and celebrate who we are. There's a lot of movement in this piece, and I do a lot of movement in my way. Sure, I could have had it, the woman holding the baby. I could have had the dad with the baby against his chest, but something about holding him on that angle gives this piece a lot of movement. This is item number 27. It is entitled Kindred Spirits. It normally sells for $90. It is a 1,500 print edition. Today, you can get this piece on Ponchothon number 34 for just the low price of $50, y'all. And let me explain to you some things about this thing. You can't find the prices that I'm giving you on Ponchothon anywhere on the internet. If you don't believe me, just look at my websites. I got websites out there. You want to see both of my websites and you want to compare the prices to what we have here versus what we have online, feel free to do that, because I got 2 websites that you guys can go to. You can go check out both of these websites right here. I have 2 websites. So, hey, Poncho, why you got 2 websites? Well, why? Does McDonald's have 1 store? No. So you're going to see me with a 3rd website coming up soon. These are the 2 right now. The newest one is the latter one, the LarryPonchoBrown.net. You get a chance to really see how we're trying to evolve and handle our sales a little differently. This whole movement that we're doing right now has changed the way we perceive everything. And so I want you guys to enjoy that. Also, if you guys want to sign up, you know, sometimes we do these shows. I'm looking to get some followers, y'all. I can always use a free new followers. So I'm giving you my Facebook page right now. And I'm also giving you my Instagram page at the bottom of the screen. I want you to join me while you're sitting there waiting for the next item. You can go and join and become a friend. And that way you'll know whenever we're getting ready to do something. So we're going to get back to it. Item number 28. In this time of Black Lives Matter, in this time of really trying to talk about this openness dialogue about the Black male and the things we have to experience in this country. Not that Black women don't experience things. That is not my point. My point is my focus has been shifted to the Black male. And you're going to see me doing more Black male pieces in 2021 like you've never seen it before. You're going to think something happened to Poncho, because Poncho is going to be doing some pieces that are devoted to young Black men and men. Because what happens, let me tell you, I got to go full screen on this, because sometimes y'all don't, you know, y'all spend so much time talking about the people who don't do right that you don't spend enough time honoring the men that you know that are doing right. I'm so tired of that. When I talk to women, they talk about JoJo and how JoJo did something that was over here and this, that, and the other. But they don't tell you about George. George is taking care of his whole family and his kids, his dog, who's painting his fence. You ain't going to never talk about George, but JoJo will hit the subject every time. Think about that for a minute, how we perpetuate that kind of energy. And think about, why is it that African-American art, you don't see a lot of African-American young men in paintings? Why are all the paintings women and children? I know the answer to that. But we have to do some things that's going to change our consciousness. And I am aware of that and going to be fighting tooth and nail to change the paradigm on that as these next couple of years come in. My portfolio has always been directed toward Black men and the energy of African-American men. I'm one of those men that people don't talk about unless they're talking about my art. So I can relate. But I know men, I know some great men because I only surround myself with great men. Okay. So that's enough of that lecture for right now. We're going to get back into the show. Item number 28 is about that piece. It's called Release Me. Release Me. This print has a special printing technique because you see that those lines, those lines are not white. Those lines are actually silver ink. So the prints are full color processed with a silver ink added to it, which gives it an extra pop. This piece is entitled Release Me. It's item number 28. It's a 1,500 edition. It's a nice size print. It's over 22 by 28 inches. You got a Black man in your house. You got somebody that's trying to say something. This is the piece, item number 28, and sold. If you want this piece, just put 28 and sold, and this piece will be added to your collection. Item number 29, y'all. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We're in this time where everybody and I know y'all exhaling because you just had this election and y'all was pins and needles, pins and needles. I get it. I get it. I'm with you. I'm so glad we had a chance to watch you exhale from this election. But this piece is entitled Indivisible because it talks about equity. And this piece is about equity. It also, it's a celebration of our differences. Indivisible is a limited edition. It's almost sold out. We probably will be pulling this piece from Ponchothon pretty soon because our numbers are getting extremely low. It was actually done for a multicultural office at Cuyahoga Community College in Ohio. This was something they used to be able to service the diversity in the school campus. Indivisible is a wonderful piece. It's a conversation piece. It's a nice limited edition. Normally sells for $90. If you want this piece on Ponchothon 34, you can get this piece for what is the number right now, y'all? We are in the $50 section. If you want this piece, put item number 29 and sold, and that piece will be added to your collection. Item number 30 is an old classic. We have to bring this back every now and then. You know, colorism is something that I've always dealt with in my work. Colorism is that duality we have between light and dark complected. And I had a conversation on one of the earlier shows this week where I told you that Black is Black, my most popular colorism piece. It was the first colorism piece on the art market. Nobody had thought about doing that subject. And this is an extension of that subject. But it really talks about how we're all the same and how we need to honor and recognize each other. These are harmony pieces. These are not pieces that are intended to show struggle. Interdependence is the title of this piece. And it can be hung 8 different ways. 4 ways on the straight axis and 4 ways on the diamond axis. You can express yourself any amount of ways with this piece. Item number 30, y'all. But what you don't know is this piece currently sells for $300 on the secondary market. $300. Today, y'all, on Ponchothon number 34, you can get this piece for $100, y'all. We are in the $100 section. If you want this piece, oh, man, I ain't going to say nothing about this piece. I'm going to let you look at it for a minute. There's movement. There's harmony. There's a lot of stuff in there. You got 2 introspective people with their eyes closed, 2 people with their eyes open. What does it mean? There's some dimensionality to our people, and we have to give homage to that. Item number 30, y'all, is a piece we call Interdependence. If you want to add this to your collection, we may only have 5 of these available on the show today. I'm going to have to go by timestamp on this piece because the first 5 people to respond to item number 30, that piece will be yours. Item number 30 and sold, and that piece will be added to your collection. Item number 31, y'all. Oh, let me don't get too far ahead of myself. This piece right here is popular because back in the 90s, I did a piece, and I'm saving it for the end of the show in case you're just tuning in, that dealt with angelic forms. You know, when I was coming up, all the Bibles I had didn't show too many angels that looked like me. I was a little upset with that. I asked my mama one time why angels ain't black, and I had to duck a punch because we're so indoctrinated in what we see. And if you got those big old King James version, you see all that art, you do not see real depictions of who we are. So that's my rebellion. I came up with a series of black angels, and I've been doing black angels for over 30 years. This one is called The Guardian. The Guardian. Do I need to say more? Item number 31. This piece sells for $400 on the open market. It is a 600 edition. If you want this piece, item number 31, you can get it on today on Ponchothon number 34 during Ponchothon week, y'all, for just what is this? Louise, what are you doing with my numbers? $150, y'all. You get a $400 piece for $150. There's only 5 of these available, y'all. The first 5 people to respond to item number 31. This is called The Guardian. This is the original edition of this piece. Item number 31 and sold, and that piece will be coming your way and added to your collection. Item number 32. I'm getting up. For some reason, my keyboard is getting happy with me today. Item number 32, y'all, is a piece called The Blackness. This piece was a tremendous piece, and it was one of the first pieces of my Perseverance series. But the original piece was released with a white background. Those pieces sold out, and because I had not really felt that I had covered it, I did one with a black background. Now, what you're looking at is a very, very popular piece. It's a 600 edition. These pieces sell for $400 on the open market. If you have one with the white background, that piece is upwards of $800 to $1,000. They have appreciated quite a bit. Item number 32 is called The Blackness. The Blackness asks the question, is this man bound or unbound? Is he happy or sad? It just begs the question, depending on your position, you may see him a lot of different ways. Is he vulnerable? Is he threatening? I like to open dialogue on pieces like that. Now, remember that the original piece was done for white background, a very oppressive white background. Most people feel like he's in bondage in the white background, but don't feel like he's in bondage in the black background. Isn't it interesting how we can play with color and texture and all those things? Item number 32, y'all, is a piece called The Blackness, the classic edition. It's a 600 edition. If you want this piece, it normally sells for $400. Today on Ponchothon number 34, you can have The Blackness Classic for $150, y'all. Put number 32 and sold, and that piece is yours. All right, y'all, we have moved down to the G Clay section of the show. The G Clay section of the show. What is a G Clay, Poncho? Well, a G Clay is a digitally plotted piece. If you can imagine your printer at home and all of the colors that go into that printer, you know that one when you run out of yellow and you got to run to the store like a crackhead to get that one color or your printer shuts down? Well, imagine a machine that has upwards of 12 cartridges in it and can print on watercolor paper, it can print on Mylar, it can print on canvas. That is what a G Clay is. The G Clay is a French word that means stream of ink. And what it actually does is it lays strings of color on these substrates. Substrate is a paper or any material, and it's with ultraviolet inks. There's no dot pattern. In offset lithograph prints, you will see a dot pattern. If you get a loop and look at it, you'll see little dots that make that image. In a G Clay, you won't see that. That's why they cost a little more, because the editions are generally smaller. These are great collectible pieces, G Clays. I'm not marketing G Clays as the end all, no, because there are other original prints, which we have not shown many on the show, wood cuts, liner cuts, and other things, and etchings that are original prints. A G Clay is not an original print, but it is a higher level reproduction than an offset lithograph print. So I had to give you that little bit of education, y'all, because I know you're seeing these words like giggly. I know y'all saying giggly and don't know what it means. It's G Clay. This piece right here, y'all, is something that I haven't shown on Ponchothon at all. This is a new piece called Big D. Now, Big D has not been, it's been around for a while, but it was never published. It's part of my jazz series. You know, I try to do some musical pieces. This one has a little feel to it. I have a friend named Dwayne that plays the flugelhorn, and this is why it's titled Big D. He is an awesome performer, and I did this piece in honor of him. But people love the feeling of this piece. This G Clay measures 24 by 30 inches. You want something musical, you want something different, and you want something with a low number, this is the piece. Item number 33, y'all, is a piece we call Big D, the G Clay. It normally sells for $400 today. It's a 62 edition only. Today, if you want to get this piece and add it to your collection and get a low number, just put item number 33 and sold, and Big D will be added to your collection. Close your eyes now. If you got some kids in the room and you don't want them to see any news, this is a chance to go make them get some Pop-Tarts or some popcorn or something. This piece is entitled Caress Me. And this piece I've shown for a reason, because this is probably my most popular selling nude piece. Caress Me is a watercolor piece. It's watercolor, and it also has it's done in graphite and watercolor. The original was sold years ago, but it is a very, very popular G Clay piece. It is a 62 edition. It measures 24 by 30 inches. It's a very nice size piece. If you would like a nice classic nude in your house, this is a nice piece for you. If you're celebrating the woman that you are, this is a nice piece to have in your home. Item number 34, y'all, is entitled Caress Me, the G Clay. It normally sells for $400, y'all. But today on Ponchothon number 34, during Ponchothon week, because we got 3 more days, or is that 2 more days? Okay, it depends on how you're looking at it. If you want this piece with item number 34 and sold, and that piece will be added to your collection. That's right. We all across the board, whether you like music, dance, whatever, we got a little bit of everything. This 50-piece menu. Are you keeping up with me? It's a lot of work, y'all. We're trying to keep you all engaged and enriched and celebrating different aspects of who you are on your walls. So that's very, very important. That's why I'm showing you as many different types of pieces. You know, back when I started in this business back in the 80s, people were still doing church scenes, Southern scenes, slavery scenes. People did a little bit of jazz just so they can break in and can have something that was a little lighter hearted. But now, in 2020, you see every kind of subject known to man. And, you know, before 1980, you couldn't sell a civil rights piece hardly. If you did a portrait of Martin Luther King or Malcolm, you could sell that. But if you show people marching, you're going to have a whole stack of those. Now we're in a social conscious world. These BLM marches and all the things you see, these unification marches are changing the world and changing how we perceive what's happening. This police brutality issue that we're suffering through right now, regardless of all of the marching that's happening, not just locally, but globally. You can see some of the most exciting art ever right now. People are really pressing the boundaries, and I'm excited to be an artist in this time. Item number 35 is a G Clay we call Contemplate You. This piece was actually done with acrylic and sand and a whole bunch of other textural things that have a lot of texture to it. It's just a preponderance and a pondering image. You know what I mean? Item number 35. You know who you are. If you stare into her face and you feel like that's you, then this piece might be for you. Item number 35 is Contemplate You. She's checking it out. She's checking him out. She's checking her out. She's seeing the compatibility or not. That's what this piece is all about. Item number 35 normally sells for $400. It's a 62 edition G Clay. All of these pieces come with certificates of authenticity, but on today on Ponchothon number 34, you can get Contemplate You for just $100, y'all. $100. Put item number 35 and sold, and that piece will be coming your way. Now, these pieces have never been seen on Ponchothon. Never. These are pieces from my collage series. I have a catalog called Collages. I think before Friday, I'm going to sell all of my catalogs and some of my books. I got an announcement for y'all. I'm going to keep it secret, though, so I'm going to move close to the camera because I don't want you to tell nobody. All right, so I got this 40th year retrospective book that I'm working on. It has all of the pieces that are in print in this book. It's going to be a 200-page book. Right now, I just got the first draft back on this book. You know that lump I told you I got in my throat when I saw that scene from Roots? I got that same lump in my throat when I seen the first proof of this book. It's going to be a legacy piece for me and my family, y'all. So be looking for that in 2021. The Poncho 40th year retrospective coffee table book is on press right now. Item number 36, y'all, as part of my collage series. This piece is entitled Looking for Love. Looking for Love. It is a collage piece. So when you see those little torn pieces of paper, they don't all have messages. Some of them do. But look at that look in her eyes. You know you got that look. You know when you got that look. Item number 36 is Looking for Love. It sells for $300 normally. Today on Ponchothon 34, you can get item number 36 for just $100. Now, I know we've not shown many circular pieces. Now, let me tell you, y'all, you haven't seen anything till you've seen a circular piece framed properly with a circle mat. This piece is awesome with a circle mat. But wait, item number 37 is part of a series. This piece is entitled The Inquisitive One. Look at her. You know her. She misses nothing. You know her. She's around you right now. She's got a few words on her face. She's got some. This is all composed of acrylic paint, white color pencil, and collage. It was actually a plate that was transferred to a print. But this piece right here, with the other piece I just showed you, are awesome pieces. Now, some people say inquisitive, some people say nosy. You tell me which one you feel comfortable with. But this piece is entitled The Inquisitive One, item number 37. This piece measures 24 by 24 inches, so it is a nice size. But if you want to treat your framer to something nice and make him do you something wonderful, buy these two pieces and have them framed in circles. And I guarantee you will be a happy camper. Item number 37 and sold. And this piece, entitled The Inquisitive One, will be coming your way. It's a 62 edition. It generally sells for $300. I want to talk to you about something else, y'all. Because it's approaching the holiday season and everybody's dealing with different financial issues, and a lot of you want to really participate in any kind of way you have, we've been very blessed. We're going to offer something different here that we haven't offered on Ponchothon before. If you decide you want to lay something away, lay away. Say I got big items here. You want to get 2 or 3 big items, and you don't want to just put that on your credit card right now, but you want to lay it away. I'm going to make an arrangement for you. If you decide you want to get something substantial on this show, we will honor a layaway payment on those things. But it has to be an order of $200 or more. If it's $200 or more, what I will do is that when you receive your invoice, I will select a payment amount of $50 or $75 or whatever you decide you want to do. And you can pay down on your pieces. I also want to remind you about drop shipping. If you have pieces here you want to purchase for someone else and you want to save a little time with your shipping this holiday season, simply give me your email address and your shipping address. And when you give me that, give me the space where you want to drop ship your work, and I will make sure that they get this work. It's just another little service we want to offer for Ponchothon Week, because we're trying to do some things a little different. We're trying to press the envelope. We're trying to do some things that you haven't been accustomed to. And I'm telling you, in 2021, we are cooking up a whole lot of things that are going to take you in a whole different direction. We are enjoying this process. We're enjoying connecting with you. We have about close to 40 viewers, 50 viewers between all of our channels right now, including YouTube. So we have 3 locations you can see the show. On the Larry Poncho Brown page, which is my personal page on Facebook, my business page, which is The Art of Poncho, and you can also see this on YouTube. We've been broadcasting on all 3 platforms for the last few weeks, thanks to the tutelage of my tech, Mr. Leonard Evans, and now my new tech, Miss Louise Cutler. We got it all covered, y'all. So that's what we're getting ready to do. Let's get back to the show. Item number 38. Is a piece I call Fine Young Man. Fine Young Man. This piece was actually created in palette knife. You know something about a dude in a traditional hat back in the day. I like looking at pictures in the 60s and the 50s and see how brothers used to rock them hats of any age. This is just hearkening to that period. This piece is called Fine Young Man. It's a G Clay edition of 62. It normally sells for $400 today on Ponchothon number 34. You can get this piece, item number 38, for just $100. We are still in the $100 section, y'all. Item number 38 and sold, and this piece will be coming your way. Item number 39, this piece was done before Fine Young Man. It was actually called Daddy's Home. As a matter of fact, Daddy's Home made me do Fine Young Man. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more primitive. This is palette knife too, but it also has some other stuff happening in it. Nice coloration. It's a little different for Larry Poncho Brown. I know y'all used to seeing me using bright colors, and every now and then on my smaller pieces, I get a chance to experiment. So this piece is item number 39. It is entitled Daddy's Home. It sells for $400. Today on Ponchothon number 34, you can get this piece for just $100. It comes with a certificate of authenticity. All of the pieces in this section come with certificates of authenticity, and we're hoping you guys will, you know, it's really about accessibility. Let me tell you how artwork works. See, black folks, when you see something you like, and I'm not assuming everybody on the show is black, but we all got strategies, right? So you see something you like, you're going to keep shopping until that price go down. You go shop, you'll drive 5 blocks to get to a gas station that's got 2 cents less. Well, let me explain something to you about art. Art is always less expensive when you first see it and when it's first released. Some of the big pieces by Charles Bibbs that appreciated to several $1,000s were sold for less than $200 when they were released. So you want to buy art when you see it and it's affordable and when it's accessible. That's the word that we use. That big art explosion that happened in the 80s and 90s was about accessibility. And this show is an extension of what we were doing during that period of time. We are making work readily accessible to you. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you understand what we're trying to do. Share, 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 y'all. This is what this is all about. Item number 39. We're going to wrap this one up. Just put 39 and So and Daddy's Home will be added to your collection. I just wanted to drop a few notes so y'all can know what we're trying to do. This is a fun piece, y'all. I did a whole series called Liberation. And I had some ladies say to me, well, why are the heads cut off? I'm like, well, do you see the movement? Do you see the attitude without the heads? She said, yeah, I do see some attitude. Then I said, well, I was successful. This piece is called Liberation. Item number 40. This piece measures probably around 19 by 24 inches. It is part of a whole series of pieces I call Liberation. And they're actually based on Shona sculptures from Zimbabwe that are in my personal collection. I decided I got 12 of them, and some of them are rather large and some of them are rather heavy. I said, well, what happened if I would give some life to those Shona sculptures? And this is how they came out. This piece is entitled Liberation. If you want something that's saying something a little different, this is that piece. It's a celebration of womanhood. It's a celebration of liberation. Item number 40. It's a 62 edition. It normally sells for $300 today on Ponchothon. Number 34, you can get this piece for just $100. If you want this piece, just put item number 40 and sold. And this piece, Liberation, will be coming your way. All created in palette knife, by the way. Item number 41. I'm giving you a sneak peek, y'all. This is a sneak peek piece. I know if you've been watching my Facebook pages, I recently put a vote. I let everybody vote on what's going on my 2021 calendar. You guys, thank you so much for participating in that. We got over 100 responses. I sent all those to the person that manufactures my calendar so we can make it a vote. Y'all are contributing to what we put on the calendar. This piece right here is a piece entitled In the Spirit of Umoja. In the Spirit of Umoja. This piece is actually a piece I gave to my godson's family. That is a portrait or a stylized portrait of Dr. Carlene McCrae, Mr. McCrae, Mr. Kamal McCrae, Mr. Moses McCrae, who is my grandson, and Miss Coltrane McCrae. Now they got this piece in their home. But I want you to know that all the works I do are parts of other people. This piece is about love. This is about togetherness. This is about unity. That's what this piece is all about. This is the cover to my 2021 calendar. Item number 41 sells for just, it normally sells for $400, but you know where we at, y'all. This is the $100 section of Ponchothon number 34. You can get this piece added to your collection. And guess what? Because we are just releasing this piece, you will have a very, very low number. Very, very low number. I think we've only sold 2 of these. So you will get a low number on this piece. Item number 41 and sold. If you want this piece, just put 41 and sold in the comments section. And In the Spirit of Umoja, the G Clay, will be coming your way. This is another piece that's done really, really well. I tell you, so many people are really finding out and trying to get to a place of understanding who they really are. This piece is entitled Love Myself Unconditionally. Love Myself Unconditionally. This piece, I can't tell you how it has resonated with so many women. This is a popular woman piece. And she looks awesome in a frame. I tell you, you can go gold on this. You can go cherry wood on this. And if you're really bold, you can put a black lacquer frame on this. This is a bad piece. Item number 42 is titled Love Myself Unconditionally. The G Clay normally sells for $400. It's a 62 edition. If you want this piece, just put item number 42 and sold. And I will add this to your collection. Item number 43 is one of those pieces, I was trying to do a thing. I do pieces on dark complected people, light complected people. You see, I do the pieces of all of them together. But then this one, I wanted to focus on the light again. I said, okay, first I was submitting this for the AKAs. I ain't going to get into the history of the AKAs right now because it's not about that. But this piece is about light complexions and the things that they have to deal with. This piece is entitled, The Skin I'm In. The Skin I'm In. Item number 43. Look at it, man. It's got a lot of little messages in it. Item number 43 normally sells for $400. It's a 62 edition. Today on Ponchothon 34, you can get this piece for, what is that number? $100. The Skin I'm In. You can get a very low number of this G clay by putting 43 in, sold. And that's how we do it, y'all. The pieces I do are not just pretty pictures. These pieces are actually created with some concepts in mind. Sometimes they're pretty, sometimes they're not, sometimes they're thought-provoking, but in any way, I love what I do. I love what I do. Trying to show the many facets of who we are is what resonates with me in my work. And I hope it resonates with you. Evidently, it does, y'all. We 34 shows in, and we have literally shipped thousands of packages from Ponchothon #1 till now. Thanks to you. That's right, y'all. I love my peoples. So here you go. Item number 44. This piece has never been seen on Ponchothon. This is another G clay piece that I have in a collection. It's called Memories of Africa. Memories of Africa. This is actually painted on top of African fabric. This original is sold. Item number 44 is the print, the G clay of that piece, entitled Memories of Africa. It normally sells for $400. This piece today on Ponchothon, we are getting into another bracket, y'all. It sells for $150, y'all. $150 if you want this G clay and you want a piece that harkens back to Africa. This is it. A lot of people ask me, is she crying? Is she? I don't know. Is it a he? Is she? Is it he? What's funny is that you can see so many different things based on where you're looking. This piece is called Memories of Africa. It's item number 44. If you want to add this to your collection, just put item number 44 in sold, and that piece will be coming your way. All right, y'all. I'm going to take a little break right here. What we got? Let me see. What kind of comments we got out there? Y'all saying anything exciting out there? Oh, okay. We got one here. That's right. I love when people give me a couple of little, some feedback on what's happening with the artwork. I don't like to preach on the show, but every now and then we got to tell you what's going on, We got some great followers out there, y'all. Charlotte Vincent's always got some positive things to say. Look at her. She's saying, love your shows, love the prices. We enjoy opening up the tubes when they arrive. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Look at this, y'all. Do that thing, Poncho. Everything looks wonderful. I appreciate that, Miss Leslie Martin. We got all kinds of little nice comments. Thank y'all so much for, oh, wait a minute. I got to put this one on the screen. Poncho is a packologist. That's my word. Where'd you steal that from? Yes, we take great pride in packing everything. See, this is what I got to tell you, y'all, on the show. When you pay for the shipping on this show, you are only paying for shipping. You're not paying for that other part you hear, shipping and handling. Handling is the packaging, the tape, the protective materials, the end caps. That's all part of the deal. You guys are paying for shipping only. That's how much we're dedicated to this process. Is that we're going to eat some of that. We're going to invest in it to protect and make sure your works get there. Because for me, there's nothing worse than me sending some work out and it come back damaged or it comes to you damaged. I know it's not a perfect world, but we do our best not to do that. So thank you all for giving us some of your comments out there. I really, really appreciate that. What's coming up next, y'all? What is on the menu next? We got a couple of items before we wrap up. Here we go. Item number 45. There is an abstract side to Larry Poncho Brown. People say, Picasso this, Picasso that. Do y'all know Picasso actually, he actually studied African art and he mimicked African art in Cubism and all the other things he was producing. So we called it Cubism and all this other stuff. He already knew that there was some magic happening with African art. We understand it. I understand it because it's coming through me every day in my work. But this is an example of how it comes through me. This piece right here, item number 45, is called the Venus Factor. The Venus Factor. It's a very abstracted woman, an abstracted black woman at that. This piece sells for $400. It's a new edition. This piece has some history in it too, because the background was actually created by my late father, Larry Brown, Sr., the guy whose shirt I'm wearing today. He has done many of the backgrounds on some of my pieces. This is one of them. So it's a bit of a collaboration. This piece is entitled The Venus Factor. It sells for $400 today. On Ponchothon, you can get this piece for $150. It is a low number 62 edition. If you want this piece, put item number 45 and sold, and this piece will be added to your collection. But wait, it was a series. This piece right here was done around the same time. That background was also created by the late Larry Brown Sr. You know, I am a second-generation artist. My father was a teenage man. He had me at the age of 17. He had this dream of being an artist. My father had to give up his dream of being an artist to take care of me, my two sisters, and my mom. I picked up that baton, and I think I've proudly represented him in what I do. And guess what, y'all? My son is an artist too, so it's a generational thing. I'm feeling really, really blessed. But this piece right here is the best worlds of me and my dad. Item number 46 is a piece I call Maternal Moments. It sells for $400 on the open market. Today, you can have this piece for just $150, y'all. That's right. We got pieces on all kinds of, you can't put me in a box, y'all. You know, some artists do one style all the time, and some artists do multiple styles. I pride myself on being a multiple style artist because I personally get bored. So we try to keep it fresh and keep new things coming your way. Item number 47. We are getting towards the last three pieces. You know, I've done a lot of pieces on slavery. I've done a whole slavery series. This piece right here is called Pain of Passage. Pain of Passage. This piece is normally $400. It's a G. Clay edition of 62. You see the welts on his back. Can you imagine that ride through the middle passage? That's what these pieces are all about. There's probably 2 or 3 pieces in this series. Those originals are all sold. This edition can be yours. Item number 47, just put number 47 and sold. If you want this piece, Pain of Passage, and you want to be reminded just how we persevere, this is the piece for you. Pain of Passage sells for $400. It is yours for $150 on Ponchothon number 34. Item number 47 and sold, and that piece will be added to your collection. Oh, we need a little bit of color. We need to brighten it up. I took y'all down a trail of emotions in those last few pieces. This piece is on one of my ponchos. I have a poncho artwear line that has a lot of my work woven into it. This piece right here is one of those ponchos. It's called Passionate Lady. It's my first time actually showing the G Clay of this online. It's actually a very beautiful piece. If you're into reds and colors and you want something for a little pop, this is that piece. You want something with a little attitude? This is that piece. You want something that looks a little like it's got some nature in it? This is that piece. Item number 48 is entitled Passionate Lady. It sells for $400. It's a 62 edition G Clay. Today on Ponchothon, you can have item number 48 for just $150, y'all. Item number 48 is Passionate Lady. If you want her, just put 48 and sold, and we will add that piece to your collection. We are getting to the last 2 pieces of the show, y'all. So I got one right here. Look, I might as well break it down for you right now because some of y'all, you know how this works. On pieces that we have limited quantities of or pieces that are original, it comes down to the first person to respond. This piece that I'm getting ready to show you is a rare piece. I have not shown this piece but one time on Ponchothon since show number 1. There are only 2 of these pieces available. This piece sells for $1,000 on the open market. $1,000. Get your hand on the trigger for item number 49. I told you about my Angel series. This piece is called Heaven Sent. This piece took them by storm in the 90s. It was one of my popular pieces. I decided to do me a chocolate brown angel coming down. Now, this piece was really funny because it really confused a lot of people. When they saw this piece, they were like, they kept twisting their head like they were seeing it upside down. Another thing I want to tell you about this piece is that I did 2 sketches of this piece. I did a white angel and I did a black angel. I showed it to people and I wanted to see what their response was going to be. Why is it that the people thought that the black angel was a fallen angel and somehow the white one was more angelic? That is how deeply we have been brainwashed in this country. Heaven sent is that moment that when your salvation comes, I would rather this guy pick me up than anybody else. This is heaven sent, y'all. One of my most popular pieces. This piece has not been seen and you cannot find it on the open market. These are the original offset lithographs that are in my vault. I only have 2 available. You can get item number 49 today, y'all. There's only 2, y'all. For $350, the first 2 people to chime in on this piece belongs to you. Item number 49 and sold. And this popular piece, a rare find, heaven sent, will be added to your collection. And the last piece for today. I have to tell you about this project first to set it up before we sell a piece. It's the last piece of the day. Okay, so Annie Lee, the Annie Lee estate, when Annie Lee passed, Annie Lee was one of my dear friends. We had been doing business together for over 25 years. I actually was invited by the family to speak at Annie Lee's funeral, which I felt was an honor. But her grandson, who oversees her estate, came up with this great idea. What would happen if the circle of artists that Annie did shows with did a rendition of one of Annie's pieces, and we used that as a fundraiser, which I thought I had never seen before. It was a very exciting project. The piece you see here is based on Annie Lee's piece called Everybody Say Amen. If you don't and you haven't seen the piece, Google it so you can see it, because this is my rendition of Annie Lee's Everybody Say Amen. I have not sold this piece or shown this piece publicly except for when we did the unveiling at the estate party in Chicago for Annie Lee. So I thought this would be a fitting piece for the day to honor my sister. I love her. I miss her. This piece is called Everybody Say Amen. It is capturing the essence of Annie Lee and how powerful she was and what kind of storyteller she was. If you want this piece, this is a tribute piece, an ode to Annie Lee. Item number 50 is a 62 edition. It measures 24 by 30 inches. If you want to add this piece, Everybody Say Amen, by Annie Lee, just put item number 50 and sold, and this piece will be added to your collection. Woo, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. We got through another menu of 50 today, y'all. I want to thank a couple of people. First off, I want to thank my girl. Thank you, Louise Cutler, for laying in the cut for me today. She's been watching the show and making sure I don't run off track and go off the railroad. So we have had her teching for us today. I want to thank you all for tuning in to the 4th installment of Ponchothon Week. We will be doing the 5th installment tomorrow night. Thank you for supporting us. We had a great turnout today. I hope you like the new format. We will be tinkering around with a few things to bring you some extra surprises in the future. Hopefully, this was something that made you comfortable in your own home, because I sure feel cozy. Yeah, I'm wearing my dad's shirt today, so I'm feeling special. I want to thank you all. If you got somebody special in your life, celebrate them, y'all. Celebrate them. Until tomorrow, y'all. Until tomorrow, I'm going to leave you with this one line. We got a lot of things we got to think about and solve, but this has been through challenge. Sometimes new things present themselves. Search yourself really right now to figure out where you want to be in 2021 and not pay attention to this political thing that's happening. Don't pay attention to this COVID thing. I'm not saying be ignorant, but you still have a spirit that will supersede through all of this. And I'm encouraging you to tap into your spirit. I'm also encouraging each and every one of you to tap into your creative side during times like this. It's there for you. It's a form of therapy. And I know what I get from what I do. So I want to thank you again for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Until next time.